Lads, lasses, welcome to the Bogan Yack podcast, episode 1, technically episode 2, but we sucked after we did one episode last year and then we stopped, so...
1 year.
What?
3 months.
Yeah.
2 weeks and 4 days.
He's been trying to get me to do it for fucking ages, but anyway. We're back, we're starting again. We're going to do it. We're going to do it every week. He's going to keep on my fucking tail. It'll be a different day as weeks go on because of work and commitments and shit like that. But basically, we talk shit about anything and anything on the internet, gaming, dumb shit, funny shit, whatever. It's all in play here. So Tanner can start us off with one of the big questions he's got.
All right, let's start with what we've been doing over the last 1 year since you know, we've set everything up for like, oh yes, we're going to do this every week, and it's been more than 52 of them, so...
Yeah, 52, yeah, it has. I've been growing TikTok, been trying to, so I've been flat out, alright? What's your excuse, mate? What, starting a business? Shit excuse.
Yeah, starting a business, having a child, getting married.
Yeah, what a fuck up. All fuck ups, that's all I'm hearing. No, having a child's good. We're both dads, so we can understand that. It's weird you having a kid. It's also weird you being married and younger than me, but you've got your life together and mine's a mess.
Oh, you're nearly there, but...
No, I wanted to talk about this fucked up event that happened at a local racetrack. We will leave the name out of it. You probably haven't heard of it because you're not sort of into the car scene or anything like that much. But at this local event, they had burnouts, drag racing, blah, 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 and then you're allowed to camp on site. And then nighttime came and shit got broken and stuff. Just people being fuckheads. I don't fucking reckon anyone should do that shit. But what I did find hilarious is the owner of the track actually found someone, or 2 guys, at the 330 marker sucking each other off. That was at the 330 marker at the drag strip. Yeah, so that really brings a new expression to getting your doors blown off at the racetrack. But I was just like, what the... Like, anywhere there, you could have had it in a tent, you could have done it anywhere, but you did it on the racetrack? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, they actually brought something up. I'm trying to find it as I'm talking, but have you heard about a trumpet metal cover band's apology?
Is that... What's his name? No, I can't think of the name.
So, there was a band, and I'm trying to find the name of the band. I can't find the name of it, unfortunately, at the moment. It might come to me a bit later. But anyway, the lead singer had a fan come up on stage, and the lead singer, being female of the trumpet metal cover band, whatever the fucking name is, had the fan lay down, and she pulled her dax to her knees and pissed in his mouth.
That's pretty fucked up, but look, if I liked the band and she was hot, I'd probably let her do it, so...
Yeah, so they've written an apology, stated that it'll never happen again. But there is if you're really into that stuff, there is a photo of it on 9gag.
I just don't get it. Like, why is this a problem? If the person that got violated doesn't give a fuck, why do people bring shit up? That's what I don't get.
Well, as one person stated, that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was him blowing it back out like a... No, he blowed it back out like a whale coming up for air.
So he didn't even give a fuck. He's like, yeah, the blows! Until he gets back in the crowd and everyone's like, fuck, you smell like 6-day-old rave pussy, cunt. What the fuck? Where did that happen?
Where?
Yeah.
In Florida.
Florida, of course.
I'm pretty sure.
Americans are all crazy.
I think it was Florida or it was Deltona or something like that.
That's fucking messed up.
So
I want you to do something for me. You might have seen it going around TikTok. I want you to roll your tongue back and go like that underneath your tongue.
Why?
That's what your missus feels when your dick's in her mouth. That feels like the tip of your penis, apparently. It's a TikTok trend going around that like a woman rolls her tongue back and does that. And when she does that, that's what the tip of your penis feels like.
Yeah, the same size.
Yeah, well, that's right. I thought that was just weird because I was watching it and they were like, don't tell the boys. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck knows. And I'm sitting there at work just like, I'm getting nothing out of this. But yeah, apparently it feels like the tip of a dick, which I had no idea. TikTok, it's all fun. It's just weird shit after weird shit. Weird trends and sexy bitches. With only
and some of them aren't even trends. Some of them are just women wanting to show off their body and going, oh, this song apparently plays well with the last 6 photos in your camera roll, and they're just a fucking perfect photo shoot with a proper it's DSLR
like,
camera.
You literally went back a year before you broke up with your fucking abusive boyfriend Tyson to find them fucking photos, bitch. Don't fucking say you just found the last 6 of them. And then I like them ones where it's like, post a video of you now and then post 4 photos and she's just like fucking horrid. Like you just took her swimming and washed the paint off, and then like it goes to the photos and she's just like this fucking princess that's just coming out of a fucking castle. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what a lot of money can buy you.
Yeah, well, if you're a dude and you're ugly, you're fucked.
Pretty much. Look at Justin.
Exactly. I'm fucked.
Another big topic is your boy finally got affiliate.
He did get affiliate on Twitch, yeah. Do you want to tell him how long it fucking took you to get affiliate, mate? I think it was nearly longer than the fucking podcast been going without an episode, to be honest.
I think I've had over 50 followers since we, either before or when we started this.
It took you a fucking long time, but then again, like, the child was born and shit, you weren't really streaming or anything like that. But even then, it was like it took you a long time. But you were just sort of held back by the viewer count. That was the only thing fucking you up. But
everything else I could do fucking piece of piss, but I had to restart it like 4 times.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I'd already streamed like 16 hours and then had an average viewership of 1.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm like, well, this is a long fucking comeback from there.
Exactly right.
So,
unless you got titties, you're fucked. People are like,
yep.
Oh, that's not right. It's just because you're boring. It's like, no, bitch, because you got big ass fucking titties and you get them out. And you do a 360 every time someone gives you 100 beats. It's just like, that's the reason. You give 100 bits, you do a 360, old mate has a wank, and comes back and gives you another 100 bits, and rubs his dick again until it fucking bleeds. That's why you get so many viewers. That's why you have 400 fucking subs. Like one chick I was watching, she's like had 20,000 viewers, and I was like, Ninja's streaming and the poor cunt doesn't even have that many, but you've got your tits and your ass out and you're smashing it.
On a side note, but I'm not sure what it's like on your screen, but on my screen, the arm for my mic comes down perfectly like it's holding up yours, and I've got something right in the corner here, and it looks like it's part of your mic.
Yeah, no, on my screen they're 2 separate ones.
Ah, damn
yours
it.
is over here and my mic's over here.
Ah, damn it. Rearrange the screens.
By the way, I should probably mention we'll probably put this on like most of the main channels. So if you don't want to watch it, if you want to listen to the audio, we'll tell you where we'll post it eventually. We're going to try and get it on Spotify. Hopefully, the best part to get it on.
Well, the
Spotify.
original first episode's on Spotify.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll have it on Spotify, have it on YouTube. You can watch the video if you don't want to watch the video. don't fucking worry about it. Just listen to the audio because you don't really need to watch the video.
Nah, unless you want to see us drinking.
That's right. Unless you
That's about it.
Unless you want to fucking get to know who you're talking to, then watch the video.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
in
other news, OnlyFans kicked off. Fucking last few months, shit went bad. Oh, we're kicking content creators off. Blah blah blah. None of that shit ended up happening. So chicks are still making a killing. Good on them. If I had tits and an ass and a fucking good pussy that I could smash with a dildo, I'd do it for sure. And I'm pretty sure most men would.
Yeah.
So anyway, Renee Gracie is killing it, and she put up a thing where it was a bit of her earnings and that from a month, and it was huge, like just fucked up amounts of money. And anyway, I was surprised. I was like, fuck. So I was like, let's see what Australia's top creator thinks of my dick. So anyway, we got a dick rating off Renee Gracie just for the pisser of it, right?
Hang on, before you say that, I would just like to point out that when we were organising the technical episode 2, she was willing to hop on, but this cockhead was like, oh, I don't know when we can do it, and we're unable to line up a date to actually talk to her.
Hey, well now she's seen me dick. Renee Gracie, come on, let's get you on the podcast.
Yeah, she's gonna hop on, see your face, and then go, I know your pee-pee.
You know that dick rating I gave you? I'd put that down to a 2.
It don't match your face.
To be honest, a 2 in a Renee Gracie dick rating is probably pretty good, because she'd
be like an average
of
of 6 or something.
Yeah, she sees a lot of dicks. So, but anyway, she gave me a...
Can you just...
She gave me a dick
sorry
rating.
to interrupt again.
Yeah.
Sorry. But can you just imagine how many people ask for that?
Oh, dude, it would be ridiculous. I did it for the pisser just to see what the top creator in Australia thinks of my dick. But some people out there are like, here's my dick. I want you to be fucking brutally honest and tell me I have a little dick. And which I did tell her. I was like, just be brutally honest. Like, I want to know what the go is. Anyway, she was really nice. She said, that's actually a good penis. Nice size and shaved. Perfect to be sucked. My favourite type. And I was like, yes, boom. What do you reckon? What do you reckon the rating was? Her perfect type of dick. Fucking nailed it. 8.5 on the dot. That's pretty good.
I've seen his dick.
I was like, that's fucking... I'm happy with an 8.5 from Australia's top creator.
And if anyone who's watching the video, when obviously this is posted, if you see the little archway behind him, his head no longer fits through that.
Yeah, I got a big head, alright? Okay? I'm just gonna go blow all my fucking this week's paycheck and see what other chicks think of my dick, alright? Fuck yeah. Shop local, buy local. Guys, if you're not supporting Australian creators, you shouldn't be Australian.
OGA, support your locals.
That's right. Shop local, buy local, support them all, I say. Unless you're simping and like just giving them $50 just cause. You gotta get something out of it. Like, fucking hell, this is business, not fucking charity.
Exactly.
But,
although,
like, I
can't believe you waited till now to tell me about this.
Yeah, man, I got the dick rating like fucking months ago. It's just been sitting in there, just like chilling. Like, I got a dick rating of Renee Gracie, and it's.
I reckon you've screenshotted that and sent it to the boys.
I've screenshotted that and wanked just to that. Not even her OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, it's a nice dick.
Yeah, fucking dick good. No, her OnlyFans is fucking good. So if you want to check it out, I recommend it. I think it's only like $5 or less than that now to subscribe. And then for those that don't know how OnlyFans work, you can subscribe to someone and see posts, and then most chicks, if they're smart with their business, they'll then inbox you what they want to sell you, like nudes and videos and blah blah blah, just to make money. And then they'll post videos just to sort of get you to buy the content. But yeah, so it'll end up costing like $5 to subscribe for the month, and then you got your international fees because it's UK, so it costs you like $7 or $8 or something. And then if you really want to see a pussy or a titties, It's an extra fucking 20 bucks, I think, sometimes. Hers are pretty cheap. But I think because she makes so much off one post.
Oh, you'd have thousands of people buying on it. And, like, I think she puts up, like, full... not that I know I'm married. Full sex tapes for, like, $8.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, it doesn't seem like a lot of money to post a sex tape on the internet, but last I heard, she had 500,000 subs on OnlyFans at $5 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking lot of money. That's just ridiculous. I was like, fuck me, that is so good. And then if you're selling videos at $8 a piece, even if fucking half the people brought that, like, and you only got to look at her house. If you follow her on Instagram or TikTok, she posted on there, and her house is just awesome. So she's one of the big creators. I know another creator that's from local, but she's moved now, and she makes a killing. And for her birthday, someone gave her a $75,000 spending limit.
What?
Yeah, a $75,000 spending limit just to fucking spend on whatever she wanted.
Who the fuck was that?
I won't mention her name because she doesn't like she's on Instagram, that sort of stuff, and she follows me. But yeah, she's sort of she probably won't like me saying it if she does ever see it. But yeah, $75,000 fucking limit. I was like, holy fuck.
They would buy me a house.
Yeah, no shit. No, I had a fucking $20,000 deposit and I bought this place. Fucking hell, if I had 75 grand, I'd buy a fucking decent house. It's just, yeah. Then there's guy creators as well, but it's just not, the market's not there.
Nah.
Like, you know, it's not. So, if I was a chick, I'd do it. Chicks that are doing it, respect the fucking hustle. Get it.
Yeah, easy way to make money. Found a loop in the market.
Well, exactly. It's supply and demand.
Mm-hmm.
If guys didn't want
and why not?
They wouldn't make any money. So
exactly.
Yeah, it's probably different sort of circumstances if it's our daughters doing it.
Oh yeah, no.
I know that's really bad to say. It's like, yeah, go do it, and then but still, it's someone's daughter at the end of the day, I guess.
Well, that is true. But at least it's not ours.
No, but I guess it's safer doing it over the internet than it is like them doing meets.
Yeah, well...
Like, she could be a prostitute at the end of the day.
Yeah, and, like, she could be doing the whole escort service and everything like that and run the risk of being, you know...
Or fucking,
yeah, and, like, physically abused and shit like that, and...
Yeah, it's just fucking stupid. Not worth it. Not worth it at all.
Nope.
Alright, hit me with it.
Nope.
What's your next topic?
Alright. How is your crown going? Hey? Tell everyone about your little
crown. Yes. So I've got a 1967 Toyota Crown, which the first intentions were to get it on the road. I bought it for $300. Started with basics, brakes and tyres, and then the longer it sat in the shed, the more my mind goes crazy, and the more I start fucking with shit, and next thing you know, the engine's pulled out and a turbo Barra is in it. And if you don't know what a Barra is, it's like one of Ford's most reliable fucking straight six engines ever made, except for the single overhead cam. But yeah, I put one of them in it. Full custom engine mounts, everything. Like this engine does not belong in this car whatsoever.
No, you've had to cut shit to make it fit.
Oh yeah, ridiculous amount of shit. Like the car's 1967 and the engine that's in it is from like a 2003 Ford Falcon. Like, so if you do want to see it, you can go and follow me over on TikTok as I slowly build it. And it was close to the pad. I was like, it's at the point where I could probably start it, but I cut the arse end out of it. So it has no diff in it now. It's got no boot, nothing. It's all cut up, and I'm putting tubs in it so I can fit a 16-inch tyre in it.
I'm actually so fucking mad that you did that to the car, because how cool would it have been to have like 7 people in there in the bench seats while on the bloody track.
But you still can. The bench seats are still going back in.
Oh, you're going to put them back in?
Yeah, the bench seats go back in. It's just I've taken them out and then cut everything out so I can fit a bigger tyre. So the bench seat's still going in.
Oh, that's alright. Then I thought you were going to do exactly like that, bloody... Was it the Falcon you had in?
Oh, yeah.
The white one.
Falcon. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so that has no rear seats. Again, if you want to see it, go on TikTok. It'll be back on Thursday, I think. It ran into some problems while it was getting all set up, so I've got to fix them a couple of issues, but I'll fix them when I see the car, because I don't know what's wrong with it at this stage. And then the following, probably next couple of weeks, I've got a XF Falcon with a barra in it as well, coming in to get wired up. So doing heaps of custom barra work at the minute. So
at the minute, don't hold out hope that we'll actually be putting out an episode weekly.
No, it's happening. Episode a week. It'll be a different day every week, but episode is happening. It might be 3 days later the following week, or it might be 7 days later, but it's gonna happen. It's happening.
We will see.
The further we go on, the better. Now, I want to keep these at like about 45 minutes, because you keep people sort of cotton in for that long. You can listen when you're driving somewhere. Really long podcasts just seem to fucking be a stupid idea to me. So if we can keep them short and sweet, it's good.
It's not a true crime podcast, so there's no point for it going over an hour.
No, that's right. So, but we hope to have a few guests as well. Tanner and I ourselves go on the Beardy Bros podcast. You can check them out on YouTube, anywhere you get your podcasts, Spotify, etc. And we also go on the MKAU show, which you can find on Spotify and YouTube as well, which is the shirt that Tanner's wearing now.
And you can also go to their website as well.
Yeah,
you can probably find all the information on their website. You search MKAU, and you probably find their content creators too on there, their streamers and stuff. You go and give them a bit of a support.
They're an Australian website.
Chat here and
go give them a fucking follow. Go check out their shit. If you're not into gaming, don't go do it. Who gives a fuck? Just fucking keep going on with your life.
Those people probably won't be watching this, so
no, that's exactly
doesn't matter.
So who gives a fuck? We just continue on. Now, there's one thing I wanted to talk about, which it's pretty funny. It's been quite a long time since I did it. But have you ever done magic mushrooms before?
Nah.
Yeah, see, like, magic mushrooms is like, we've smoked weed back in the day, back in the normal stuff when we were younger.
No, Mum, I didn't.
No, Mum, nothing happened. That's fine. My mum knows I did it, so it's fine. I don't do it anymore, Mum. Look at me. I didn't turn out to be a drug addict. I just look like one.
You just look like one.
I got a full-time job, Mum. You did good. Yeah, no, it's magic mushrooms are just. I don't know why I want to talk about it. It's something completely different. It's like when I did them a few months ago. Shane and I decided to do it, and he goes, "I've got a jar full," and I was like, "Fuck yeah, jar of dirt." It's just literally what it is. It's like full fucking Captain Jack Sparrow spec. Anyway, he splits the jar in half. He has half the jar, and I have half the jar. Which, to later fucking knowledge, is way too many magic mushrooms. It's way too many. Like, we found the perfect combination now is about, like, if you're drinking, you have about 3, and then every hour you can have 1, and it's like not too bad. You can get really pissed real cheap. But yeah, half a jar wrote me off. I was outside taking a piss at the pub and had my dick out for fucking probably like 30 minutes, just staring into this fucking wonderful field of colours while it was pissing down rain. It's just a completely weird experience. Like, your brain should not be able to do the shit it does when you have certain drugs, but magic mushrooms are just weird. Like, you would focus on someone and everything would go black. everything would go black except for the person that you were talking to. It was like a perfect little like outline of the person you were talking to. Then someone would like call your attention, and you'd like look over, and it felt like you were just like real slow motion. And you'd look over, and the person's just staring at you talking, and you're just like, "What the fuck?" And you can't see the other person you were talking to, and weird trip. Like shit like that. I reckon it should be. Well, it's not legal, I guess, but technically it should be. Like, it's found on the side of a hill, and you dry it out for like 6 weeks, and you eat it, and it fucks you up. Like, it's better than eating rocks out of some kind of bathtub that you cook with fucking multiple chemicals that are explosive.
That's a fair point.
Like, if someone gave
natural.
me 2 drugs, they're like, here's MD and here's magic mushrooms. I'm like, ooh, what's the difference? And they're like, this one gives you a fucked up trip, and you'll probably snap your jaw in half. It's a fun time. Don't get me wrong, it's a fun time. Or you can eat these ones, which are natural. You're probably going to choose the natural ones.
Yeah, you know.
Unless you want to get
Go vegan.
Go vegan. The way they're going, vegans are taking over, man. It's fucked up.
Oh, have you seen the that vegan teacher Randy, the Australian one, on TikTok?
No.
Oh, anyway, he's basically like the bloody vegan, like that vegan teacher, whatever fucking thing is. Anyway, someone had an empty box of KFC and noticed his van and lifted up his windshield wipers and put the box behind the windshield wipers and pinned it in.
Oh, shit. And fuck him. So they should, because he pushes it on people. Like, his veganism, he pushes on people. I'm all for you. If you want to be vegan, sweet, do it. That's fine. Don't push it on other people. Like,
exactly.
I don't give a fuck. I'm going to eat double the amount of meat just so you not eating meat does fucking nothing. Like, don't come at me with your shit.
Like, you think about it. Imagine how much hate vegans would get if it was the same, like, say, them pushing Islamic State.
Yeah, exactly
like,
right. It's just
like you got terrorists being forced into shit and suicide bombing, and then you got vegans trying to force people in. The only difference is they're not killing people, but they're doing the same sort of shit.
Yeah, but in a sense, they are sort of killing people because, like, they push it that much on certain companies and blah 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 that it drives them into the ground, and the owner of that company just goes downhill and ends up topping themselves. And it's probably not something that's talked about that much because it's just, I don't know, it's fucked. Like, people should just do what they want to do, in a sense, when it's not illegal. But if you want to be vegan, be vegan. You want to eat plant-based shit, eat plant-based shit. If I want to eat meat, I'll eat meat.
The best vegan I've ever met, right, was so I used to do this work at this construction site, and I'm building they built 300 units or something. I'm not going to list the name of them because you never know what will happen. But anyway, the site supervisor, he was a vegan, and every second Friday would have a toolbox meeting where you got to bloody go and you talk about health and safety and what's changing on the site and all that shit. And anyway, for all the trades that were there on that day, he'd cook up a barbecue for Smoko every second Friday, and it was all real meat.
And he's a vegan.
And he's a vegan.
Yeah, right.
He cook us up a huge fucking feast,
So
and then
was he a vegan for the food as like the health aspect, or was he like a vegan for the animal rights aspect? Or who knows?
Well, yeah, I've
I'd
never
say
asked,
he's there for the health aspect because he's cooking meat.
But he's and then on a little like camper barbecue, he's cooking up his food, which was like the veggie burgers and shit. But yeah, like, would cook us up a huge feast and would go, there are veggie burgers there if you prefer veggie burgers, but I know majority of you are probably diehard meat eaters, so here's a whole fucking barbecue.
Exactly. It's just everyone was brought up on meat. Plant-based shit's only come out the last fucking probably 3 or 4 years.
Fucking Tegan and I tried. Well, I won't say we tried. She wanted to try what vegan chicken strips were like.
Yep.
And so you buy them, and so they're like the plant-based chicken.
Cooking it.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not going to give you salmonella because it's not raw chicken.
Exactly, right.
But anyway, she puts it in the frying pan and adds a little bit of like oil and shit, and then she goes to move them, like to flip them to cook the other side, and it just dissolved. It dissolved and turned to like a porridge in the pan.
So did you just use oil or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think you meant to with plant-based stuff.
Yeah, well, what? Fucking we wouldn't know. We're meat eaters.
We're normal fucking people.
But I was like, I'll try a little bit of it. Fuck, I wanted to spew.
Yeah, they're not.
That's literally.
Some of it's not real fucking tasty. But then again, Shane's vegan and he cooked me like a tortellini pasta the other day, vegan one. It's fucking delicious. And he's cooked me vegan tacos. I'd prefer vegan tacos over normal tacos. They're fucking delicious. But there's shit you can't make, like bacon. They make bacon, which is fake. And it's like a strip, like straight, with straight fucking sides. And it's got like crisp, like wrinkles in it. So it looks like bacon. But it tastes fucking nothing like bacon. Nothing at all.
See, I don't see why they're trying to make the fake meat. Like, have you seen all over TikTok the bloody vegan salmon?
No.
It literally looks like orange Play-Doh.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
And it's made out of like seaweed and shit. And like one Australian TikToker bloody stitched it and was like, "Why are you trying to push people to not eat meat, but then go and create fake meat? Like, either pick a lane, either eat meat or fucking eat grass."
Fuck their missus with a dick. So it's kind of the same. The dick feels good, they just don't like what's attached to it.
Well, it's like bloody, you would know, wiring up a car. You've got a female and a male connection. Sometimes only one thing will fit into the other.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
So they may be attracted to
you've got
women.
A male and a female auto electrician. Sometimes the female one just can't do the job. Yeah, but that's not true.
I'm not misogynistic, okay?
No, it's like I said. You want to be vegan, be vegan. You don't want to be vegan, good. But if you want to be a vegan, fuck off, cut. Straightforward.
Or be quiet.
Yeah, that's it. Don't come into
But is Shane like is he a literal vegan now?
Shane's fucked. Okay, like he's like, I'm a vegan. I'm like, well, at the start he's like, I'm not a vegan. I'm like, okay, whatever, that's fine. Now he's like, I am a vegan. I'm like, all right. And then he's like, but I'll eat fish and I'll eat deer. I was like, so you're not a vegan? He's like, no, but deer's good. I was like, fucking meat is good. Like, where's your argument here? I'm like, you're just like shooting him. He's like, yeah, like the hunt is good. It's like, you're doing it for the health aspect, not for the animals, clearly.
Like, does he realise that being a vegan means it's not just food, it's you can't have any animal products.
Yeah, like not that he uses
you can't wear leather shoes.
Well, they make pleather, so it's not so bad.
Yeah, but like you can't have a leather wallet, leather belt. You can't have fucking crocodile skin shit. Like
there's
you can't go out and shoot animals.
Yeah, well, that's right. You can't be a diabetic. Well, you can now, I think, because they make it. But it used to be like, if you're a vegan and you're a diabetic, it didn't work because the fucking insulin or whatever they get is from pigs, or used to be from pigs.
Well, it's like our Australian money is made from animal fat.
Is it?
Part of the bonding of, and I think it's majority the $50 bill. But
all
part
the
of the
vegans out
bonding.
there are like, I'm going fucking poor, fuck this shit. Start carrying big money, fucking buses around with coins.
I think part of the bonding or something is made from animal fat.
It wouldn't surprise me. It's like they say, like fucking Muslims and that aren't allowed to have bacon. And it's like, well, part of an explosive like TNT is glycerin from a pig. So the last thing that explodes is glycerin from the pig. So I'm sorry, bud. You just committed suicide and you're going to hell.
Yeah. You know, that reminded me of an American soldier, and he's like, sometimes if the firefight's real bad, I dip my bullets in pig fat and then load them into the rounds and shoot them so they can't go to their heaven to get 72 virgins. And I was like,
savage,
technically that's a war crime.
It probably is classed as a war crime. But
I'm pretty sure it is.
Some of this shit is it's against human rights, I suppose. Like
yeah, and religion or something. Like you can't.
It'd be more based on religion.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like where do you draw the line? It's like probably somewhere in their religion says that they're not to be killed by an ally force or an enemy force. So it's like no more wars because your religion says we can't kill you. But you're fucked, America, because you're stars. Yeah. Where did you draw the fucking line? But the wars did heaps of shit. Like, who was it? Oh, it was when ISIS attacked that Jordanian pilot. They put messages on the bombs when they fucking bombed ISIS. I was like, that's so badass. Then when France bombed, who did France bomb? I can't remember who that was, but they wrote.
I think it was Iraq or Iran or somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh no, Syria.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
One of them they put from Paris with love on the bombs.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so cool. And then Australia's just like, nah, we can't do that. Just bomb them.
Well, actually, they do it in Australia. They're technically not allowed to, but I'm not going to speak of who has told me this. But
that's right.
A couple family members, army friends have talked about their experience overseas and what they had done. I'm not going any further into that.
But
because they're still in the army.
You're in the fucking biggest shithole of the world. You need something to take your mind off it. Fuck me.
Well, World War II, after Pearl Harbor, Japan gave America friendship medallions and then bombed Pearl Harbor. So the medallions they gave were tied to the bombs that hit, I think, was it Nagasaki or whatever, and Hiroshima. So tied them back to their bombs and sent it back to them.
That's pretty savage.
Yeah. Well, what's savage is making, a bomb that literally brings the sunlight.
Here comes the sun. Yeah, that's exactly right. You're probably right there. There's some fucked up war shit, and there's some cool war shit too, I suppose. Like the soldiers that created the drip guns so they could evacuate the trenches and stuff. I reckon that was like ingenious fucking idea. Like, how the fuck did someone think of lining up an old Springfield that fills with water and shoots every fucking 30 minutes? Like, it's cool. Just so they could get out there. Otherwise, fucking many more hundreds would have died if they didn't come up with that.
There was something else too. Or not so much an adventure, but a classic Australian story of, I think it was World War One, where 4 or 5 drunk Australian Anzacs decided to cross no man's land and steal a German tank and drive back for shits and gigs, and that tank is still in the Brisbane War Museum.
That's so fucking badass.
They brought the tank home.
That's just like that should be a medal on its own. Like
just classic stitch up medal.
The fact that we brought it home is the best bit too. It's like you cunts got it all the way here. I'm gonna take it back to Australia for you. Fuck it.
It's just like, oh, we have no tanks here at the moment, so we won't use this. We'll put it on a ship and take it back to Brisbane.
That's fucking cool as fuck. That's
like,
Australian.
There's stories from like the wars. Like, you got the good and the bad, and then you hear funny shit like that, and like so I got a book from one of my cousins that he wrote about his father. So my cousin's name's Barry Cassidy, and no one watching this probably would have seen him on television, but he used to have a show on ABC called Insiders. Anyway, wrote a book about his father, and the first chapter is about how his father was driving driving an anti-aircraft gun to this place. It was listed as a church or something like that, and he's driven it there, and then Bentley, fuck off. helped him helped him set up the bloody gun and everything, and this airplane comes in trying to attack the gun that they've just set up to destroy it, and no one had time to man it, and so they've all run to the church for cover, and as he's running, he's taken a bloody aircraft round to the stomach.
Jesus Christ.
And was like, what the fuck just bit me?
It would too, you wouldn't even know.
No. And went to the bloody, like, after the plane fucked off, was taken to the med bay, and was stitched up, and a couple of weeks later was back driving trucks delivering shit.
That's fucked.
And then got shot again, and was still alive until he died in his 80s or something.
That's just like, imagine if you shot someone, like a teenager nowadays, or a person in their 20s. It'd be the end of the fucking world. Can't cry about it till he's 80 and dies. Like, it's just fucked. Like,
yeah, it's... Well, I follow bloody... I follow American Marine, and someone asked him about, like, oh, what's the best story with Australian soldiers? And he's like, oh, we rolled up and one of our convoymen noticed that there was a wire sticking out on the ground. So like, oh, obviously there's an IED. So they've called in bomb squad, and then a convoy of Australians rocked up, and they're like, oh, what's going on? And he goes, oh, there's an IED up there waiting on bomb squad. And the Australian goes to these blokes sitting up in the gunner seat, take care of it. And the Australians just shot it, blew up the whole fucking road because it was a daisy chain. He said, not my fucking road, and kept driving.
Exactly. So, he did exactly what the bomb squad was going to do. The bomb squad's not going to just, oh, it will take your fucking bomb out of your road because your shithole's already fucking not blown to pieces. The bomb squad would have just got there and just been like, fuck this bitch, let go. Fucking blew the road to bits. It's fucked. Anyway, we're nearing the end of the episode. One thing I want to throw in, try and do every week if we can, it probably won't happen, but is a quick Netflix recommendation for people. Mine is The Harder They Fall. If you haven't watched that, watch The Harder They Fall on Netflix. Fucking unreal. It's like an old western movie about a guy that tries to track down the people that killed his mum and dad and stuff, and yeah, crazy time. Check it out. That's my recommendation for the week.
Well, one thing, my recommendation for the week is the movie The Gentleman. If you have not seen it, it's actually a pretty good movie. I don't think it's based on, I think it's just like all made up of a reporter's aspect of trying to make a film out of a American drug lord that had like 90% of the weed bloody like drug scene over in the UK, and I've probably watched that movie about 5 or 6 times because I like it. It's terrible. That good. Hey,
I could not watch a movie 5 or 6 times. I'd shoot myself.
Oh, well, honestly, I'm that type of person. If I like something, I'll rewatch it. Like, I've watched all 9 seasons of The Scrubs about 14 times.
Fuck that.
I usually nearly once a year watch them all. Like, that's just the type of person I am.
That's
and
true. You are that sort of person.
And yeah, honestly, I'd give it a 3.5, 4 out of 5.
That's not too bad.
To be honest,
it's pretty high. Yeah, I'd probably give the harder they fall. I'd probably give that like a 3. It's good. It's not fucking excellent. The story sort of drags on a little bit, but it is like the action scenes and stuff are really good. But that's something I want to try and do every week, is just a recommendation, so people can be like, hey, if I'm on Netflix, I'm going to watch this because Juddee told me to. Yeah? So fuck it. But anyway, we've hit the 45-minute mark. That's the end of the podcast for this episode, guys. We'll be back next week. Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to the Bogan Yack podcast. See you next week.